something is actually not right in Chelsea. Now, I will explain this. Now, looking at the statement of Cucurella, or yesterday, it was Cucurella interview that have been going viral on social media, right? We know that Spain will be playing Egypt today, but there was a pre-interview or pre-conference question that went on yesterday for Cucurella and also the Spanish coach, Luis de la Fuente. So now, let me pick what is actually trending on X, and this is what Cucurella said. He said, the moment Enzo Maresca left, it had a big impact on us. If you ask me, I would not have made this decision. To make a change like that, the best thing is to wait until the end of the season. Those are the words of Cucurella. Now, he did not end there. There are other things he said, but that will be later on. I will bring it. But let me just highlight some of the things he said in that pre-conference. He was asked, if Real Madrid comes for you to sign, would you, if they ask you to shave your hair, would you rather shave your hair or not? He said he will quickly shave his hair and move to Real Madrid. Now, why am I making this video is because of how these Chelsea players behave. In recent time, we have seen many of them talking about leaving Chelsea, talking about returning back to Spain. Like Cucurella, who said that if Barcelona comes, that he will run. He wouldn't thinking twice. He will go to Barcelona. The same thing he was said when he was asked about Real Madrid. He said he will run. Same thing Enzo Fernandez said. These are Chelsea players. Now, there are a lot of things happening behind the scene that many of us may not even be happy with. Right? When you look at the scenario of how Enzo Maresca was sacked from Chelsea and how this new coach came in, you will see that in recent times, Chelsea have been losing games, but they've been losing the way they're losing games as if they're not a big team anymore. So when you look at it, you will see that these players are not really happy. You will see that they are not happy. So looking at the scenario that Enzo Maresca was sacked, and this shows you that from the statement of this player, it shows you that these players are not happy. And many of them want to find the quickest transfer window to leave. They want to leave. Enzo Maresca has said it that if Madrid come, he will leave. There are clubs that are coming for his signature. The only point that Chelsea might actually have here is just to, if the club can actually pay out their buyout clause and they will leave. That is what it is. They are not playing for the badge anymore. Their heart or the love they have for Chelsea is already gone. That is the truth. Because when you sack a coach in the middle of the season, what are you trying to pass? What message? Because these guys fell in love with the former coach, Enzo Maresca. They fell in love with him. They understand his pattern of play. They knew him and the way he was playing his ball. They understand his pattern. And they were ready to learn. And they were ready to, sacrifice all they have to understand what Enzo Maresca. They understand the man. But all of a sudden, this man was removed in the middle of the season. In the middle of the season, he was removed. And now, these players are practically begging to even, understand what the new coach is even talking about. So tell me, look at the statement all of them are making. Just look at the statement many of the Chelsea players are making. If offer comes now, they will run away. They will run. That is to tell you that when you see players kiss the badge, don't be carried away by that kissing of badge. Any little paramdoronko. That is what it is right now, right? Imagine asking him if he will cut his hair for anything. He said no, that he will not going to cut it for any reason. That his hair is sacred. But when he was asked, if Real Madrid comes and asks you to cut your hair, he say he will cut it and move. Now the hair that was sacred now is no longer sacred if Real Madrid comes in. Are you hearing? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that is how it is with Chelsea. Most of the players actually are not playing for the badge. That love have gone. They say dead thing. So that is what it is. Akpala. Tell me to think about it in the comment section. Let's go.